Hey guys, how is it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. So Square had their presentation today, and it was bad. It was worse than this dead YouTube channel. Yeah, Square was absolutely horrendous. Couple of reasons. The obvious. They made a Final Fantasy announcement of 1 through 6 basically being pixel made overed, but it's mobile. Do you guys not have phones? Is basically what they told us. We're going to go over some of the big announcements for it, give my thoughts. Overall, I have to tell you guys, I really don't care about the Square press conferences because as of late, for the last few years, they've been garbage. They have been absolute 110% garbage. Like this. Anyways, enough of me being a cringe lord. If you're not subscribed to this channel, if this is your first time coming here, click that red subscription button. If you guys could smash that like for me, help get this dead channel back into the algorithm, I'd appreciate that. I'm just joking. Anyways, let's talk about some stuff. All right, we got all sorts of different updates. They made several announcements, released a handful of trailers during their E3 press conference, and I gotta say I was underwhelmed. There was some new info, such as the Guardians of the Galaxy reveal. They finally showed some gameplay. I think that was announced back in 2017, and now we're finally seeing some stuff in regards to that. On top of that, we have a Wakanda expansion for Marvel's Avengers, which is a even deader product than the 8-Bit Eric channel. We have some updates for Life is Strange. We have Babylon's Fall news and a new Final Fantasy Origin game that was announced that will be releasing in the near future. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. So this was announced years ago. I think it was leaked in 2017. The people who made Deus Ex developed this, and it's finally here. They showed a trailer and they announced it. It will be a single player third-person adventure game made in partnership with Marvel. It will be launching in October 26th to be exact. So you can see here's the debut trailer that they showed. I personally love Guardians of the Galaxy as a franchise. Came out of nowhere for me. Never knew anything about it. And then the movies came out and now I love it. I absolutely love it. So it seems pretty interesting, not half bad. You could take a look at the trailer. This is kind of like the teaser. Then they also had a gameplay first look that we could definitely check. But you know, interestingly enough, I like the art direction that it has. I think it's very interesting that they will be developing it. But then again, they made the Avengers game. It looks like they didn't get the movie quality license because that does not look like Chris Pratt. That's the only thing that kills me about these Square developed games is that they don't get the likenesses to the actors. And I understand, but it just kind of cheapens it, in my opinion. Like, that's kind of one thing that bugged me so much about the Avengers game. You could definitely see right here, they basically have the Dollar Tree version of the actors. They don't look like Bautista or Chris Pratt or any of them. But the game overall does look pretty exciting. I can get behind it. Of course, you know, we have the classic music and stuff. We have I Need a Hero playing right here. So not that bad. I mean, looks like it almost plays exactly like the Avengers game, if I'm being completely honest. You have a bunch of characters in the squad, different abilities, kind of like a brawler, hack and slash a little bit, but it has Guardians of the Galaxy humor behind it. So maybe it's a lot better than Avengers. The good thing about this is it's a single player game, third-person adventure. So to me, it doesn't scream a focused online game like Avengers kind of was. You know what I mean? Like Avengers was a lot of microtransactions and stuff like that. So it definitely makes me feel a little bit better about what we're getting here in regards to Guardians of the Galaxy. But this was their big I guess reveal at the end of the presentation. So their big announcement, Guardians of the Galaxy. Enough of that. Next up, we did have some news in regards to Marvel's Avengers War for Wakanda. Again, I hope Guardians of the Galaxy is not as bad as Avengers was. I played very briefly in Avengers because I wanted to see what the big deal was about it. Everybody was saying it was garbage, and I gotta say, I was playing it and I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling this. Well, the War for Wakanda is going to be a new expansion coming August. Not too long ago, we had the Kate Bishop and the Hawkeye. So there's going to start Black Panther. It's going to add the Wakanda biome. So it's going to have a new area. And there's like a new suit that they made just for the game for Black Panther. I don't know. I feel that they're releasing stuff too slowly in this game. They're still, we still lack the Spider-Man stuff. Like, that would have been a nice announcement or update. I guess they're going to save that for State of Play whenever that happens. Continuing on, there's an RPG that was shown. Babylon's Fall. Now, this says 3 years after its initial announcement, Babylon's Fall got a new trailer with more details during Square Enix's E3 press conference. This action RPG can be played alone or with up to 4 players. It revealed the live service aspects of the title, as well as a call to sign up for a closed beta. It's going to be on PS5, PS4, and Steam. So, not on Xbox at all. I don't know. To me, this just seems a little too generic. It really seems like Square's tossing out a lot of these generic multiplayer titles that are just kind of like carbon copies and clones of themselves. Like, I like action RPGs, but there was nothing about this game that really caught my eye that made me want to take a look at this. Like, I'm more excited for an Elden Ring or an Avatar game from the other developers that we've seen. Hell, even Valhalla's expansion has me more excited than what Babylon's Fall has. So it's okay, I guess, if you're into this. It just, to me, it seems like Square's been phoning it in a little bit lately. It just screams generic to me. Now, of course, this is like a little trailer, shows some details. It just doesn't show enough to entice me yet. Maybe as we get closer, it might entice me, but it kind of almost looks like, I don't know. It's hard to explain what it kind of reminds me of. It's about as interesting to me as Godfall was. Like, I was hyped for Godfall, but now I know not to be too hyped because the trailer looked pretty cool, like this one. This one looks better than Godfall, I'll give that, but it just looks a little too generic for me. I probably will still be checking it out, though. So, yeah, enough of that trailer. And then we also got the Life is Strange updates, which, according to this, it's a Life is Strange remastered collection. It'll include both Life is Strange and Before the Storm. I haven't played either one, but this says they revealed more information about the game's empathy mechanic in a presentation during publishers Square Enix's presentation. The next Life is Strange game is scheduled to be released September 10th. Then we got Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. Now, this one looked pretty cool. This is made by Ninja Gaiden and Neo developer Team Ninja. It's a Final Fantasy spin-off, and it's coming to PS4, PS5, Windows, PC, Xbox One, and Series X in 2022. Trial version of the game will be available on PS5 starting today through June 24th. So there's a trial version of the game. So that's kind of neat, right? We get a little demo trial version. Maybe I'll try to play this, but just taking a look at it again, I want to be wowed when it comes to Square's announcements and stuff, because let's be honest, they do have some good franchises. Final Fantasy's one up there, but they can't all be bangers, right? They're busy working on 16 and Final Fantasy VII Remake right now. This one seems a little bit more like a different type of game, since Koei Tecmo's involved, but it does seem action-oriented still. Just a little bit more of a hack and slash, which seems like they're starting to go that direction anyway in the franchise. I'll probably check it out. I mean, this one at least looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, it kind of looks like Devil May Cry a little bit, in my opinion. And I say unfortunately because it's kind of like playing it safe with a franchise like Final Fantasy. I feel they could have did something a little bit more ambitious, but I guess, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, now on top of that, there were some announcements that did kind of tick a lot of people off. Most notably that Final Fantasy 1 and 6 are being re-released for a new Pixel Remaster series that's coming to Steam and mobile. A lot of people were kind of irritated about that because it's mobile games. A lot of people don't like mobile. It is cool that they're re-releasing the games and stuff, but why didn't they think of Nintendo Switch? Like, why didn't they think of bringing this to the Switch and letting us have that option to play the games on it? That's honestly what is kind of weird with me. And you can see right here, here's the announcement. Final Fantasy 1 through 6 being re-released for new Pixel Remaster series. And they announced it. So Square Enix announced the first 6 mainline Final Fantasy games are getting remastered for Steam, Android, and iOS. The games will each be released individually as part of the Pixel Remaster series. But Square Enix hasn't shared release beyond timing, beyond the fact that they're coming soon. So just a generic coming soon. They'll be getting a pixel perfect makeover, which makes it sound as if these games will be improved versions of the originals that retain the original visual style as opposed to 3D remasters. But Square Enix hasn't shared much info yet. So you can see they did announce a teaser trailer, literally just a 30-second teaser trailer showing it's part of the Pixel Remaster series. Not much else on that. I get it. They're historical. They're pretty cool. I got the first 2 games on Famicom, and I have the original on the NES. I have a couple of them on Super Famicom as well. But, I mean, okay. I see it. Just to me, it just seemed like a missed opportunity to do this Pixel Remaster release on the Nintendo Switch. Instead, we're getting it on Steam and mobile devices. So, I don't know. I feel Square definitely could have did a lot better. There's so much more franchises that they have besides Final Fantasy and fucking Marvel that they haven't taken advantage of. Like, when's the last time we've seen them make a Tomb Raider game? They had Shadow and Rise of the Tomb Raider. Why haven't we gotten a new one of those? And there's other stuff as well, but it just kind of seems like they phoned in this E3. I don't know. Maybe they're really busy working on the next Final Fantasy game. They just did Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade as well. I don't know. I just was kind of underwhelmed with it. I didn't feel like they really tried. And it was kind of a sad showing. So I got to say they kind of had a below average score for me. I would say maybe just like a 5, like right in the fucking middle. Like a 50. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.